Hello, this is Mark from I Am Organic Gardening, and today I have some bad news and some good news. So as you can see, we have this beautiful sunny day. Finally, the rain has stopped and things are drying out and I can get back to gardening again. So I wanted to go out early this morning and transplant some romaine lettuce that I had started from seed in worm castings. And I want to put it at the top of the row on your far right hand side all the way at the top there. What you're seeing now is a kale growing, and then I have romaine lettuce on the left hand side. But behind me, I'll change the camera angle for you, I have another spot that I could put probably another 50 to 75 back here. I came out here to the side, I cut down the winter rye on this side that was towards the sun, and I figured I had enough room to plant some more romaine lettuce in here. But what you can see growing nicely is lots of weeds in holes in the paper. Now this paper I only put down maybe, let's say, no more than 2 months ago, and it's starting to fall apart. So I'm a little disappointed in it. But here's the good news, is I was wondering, so let me call up the manufacturer and ask them if they had any problem with manufacturing or what the situation is, or can they tell me what's going wrong? Because I'm curious also to fix this problem, because I've used this paper in the past and love it, and I've never had this problem before. Now here's a better example of what I'm talking about. As you can see, the paper isn't ripped. It almost looks like it's being eaten away. So I'm very curious about this. I'm like, okay, is it worms? And yes, it is. Those little round pellets or black material you see on top is worm castings, and they have been eating away at this paper because it's the only material on top of the ground, and I can't blame them. That's part of their job. So these are not your typical garden composting worms like the red wigglers. These are my native earthworms. They're anywhere from 4 to 5 inches long. So also talking with the company, they asked me, obviously since I bought certified organic paper, they asked me, am I a certified organic farmer? I said, yes. They said, well, how long have you been doing it for? I says, anywhere from 6 to 7 years now that I've been really practicing it full term, and I've been certified, and plus years before that. So it says, oh, that's interesting. So have you ever checked your soil for the fungus to bacteria ratio in your soil? I says, no, I haven't. Is most likely, I'm thinking it's high. And he said, exactly. Your soil is so healthy that it's eating the paper so quickly, and any type of organic matter, have you noticed it in other products on your farm? I said, sure. When I put my leaves down in my soil, they're gone. If they're 8 inches thick, they're gone pretty much within 3 or 4 months lately instead of a year. And so I have built up, so the good news is I have built up my soil so healthy that it's starting to quickly eat all the organic material on top because it's so healthy. And as you can see here, that my kale lettuce is responding because it doesn't use mycorrhizal fungi to help it bring in nutrients. So all those worm castings in that healthy soil is transferring all those nutrients to my kale plant through its root hairs. Now, all is going very well, and I'm very happy to see this at this point because we've had some really bad weather lately. And I'm doing this all by just growing soil. Your soil is never depleted of minerals. It's depleted of life. All the minerals you ever need is locked up in your sand, silt, and clay. It's up to the bacteria and the fungi to release it from the rocks and bring it towards the plant. The organic matter is just a cover to the soil. As you can see, as the paper will be eaten and then turn back to carbon dioxide and go back up in the atmosphere. And I especially do not use any type of molasses on my garden either. My romaine lettuce will never be a dark green color. It's what they call a blonde romaine lettuce, which means it will always stay kind of a medium to light green. So even some of the bad news sometimes on my farm turns into good news. I'm glad to see that I have some healthy soil, and this is a good test of it. So I haven't decided yet. Either I'm going to put another layer of paper down, or I might look into seeing if I can find some cardboard someplace and put a couple holes in it first and then transplant my lettuce into it. At least a thicker cardboard, at least a ½ inch thick. And I'm very happy that I'm growing my own straw that I can harvest or leave in place after I side it down. Now, this is going to be very helpful because I believe it will last longer than the paper by far, so I'm working in the right direction on my farm. And I thank you very much for watching this video today, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe, and I'll see you again shortly. Enjoy.